Hello, kings and queens. It's Wisdom's daughter, and we are live on this evening. So, if you are new here, welcome and thank you so much for joining us live. And if you are returning, well, I knew your nosy behinds would be here. So, welcome back. Hello, kings and queens. All right, I see Bella Zanegra is here. She is in the building, always shining, overcomer. Gail Martin, hello, hello, and thank you to all of my mods and members. Thank you guys so much for being on. So, y'all, listen, the YouTube streets have been on fire. Okay, the streets have been burning up this week. First phone calls from prison hit us in the head with three video jail calls all on the same day, and sis reloaded and hit us in the head a second time with a fourth jail call. Listen, I couldn't even get to all the calls to finish my reaction and reviews. So we are not going to be talking about any side hens today. Today, we are going to be discussing a topic that I have been wondering for quite some time. Okay, we're going to be talking about this affidavit. Okay, because my question was, did Shirley sign the affidavit? That is what I wanted to know. Okay, I found it very suspect that ma'am, after declaring that she was done with Nesto, would have written an affidavit. But everyone's been talking about this affidavit, and one of the wisdom's daughter family queens hit me in my inbox with some tea, and we're going to get into it on tonight. So buckle up. We are going to be getting into all of the receipts. We've got a couple of different YouTube videos that we're going to look at, or portions of it. I have them all queued up, so y'all go home and get ready. All right, let me see who else we have in the building. I've got Brenda Hood, Rio, Aqua Queen, Dimples Wimples, My Tony, Shay B is in the building, D Reese. All right, I see y'all. I definitely see y'all. Okay, all right, I see y'all. Crystal Jackson. Let me make sure I didn't forget anybody. All right. Rosalind Young, Wisdom's daughter family is in the building. But before we get started, I actually have a couple of shout outs to give because the family is growing. Okay. We have quite a few new members and I want to give them a shout out. So give me just a minute. Let me get into our member section so we can shout out our new members and make them feel welcome, because that is what we do over here at Wisdom's Daughter. Okay, when you become a member, you're going to get a shout out on the community page, just showing my gratitude and thankfulness for your support at the highest level and for you making it official. All right, so let's take a look. And let me shout out on today, giving a shout out to Spicy Delight, to The Real VB, to Candy K, and to Miss Gemini Queen. All right, now, thank you so much for becoming members and making it official. And as I like to say, we begin now. Yeah, I know The Color Purple is my favorite movie. I already know. All right, let's see who else we got, and then we're going to get started. Okay, Auntie. Auntie know this kitchen, okay? Auntie knows kitchen. All right, listen. I'm coming to your house. I want some food. I've got Michelle Hart and I've got Lady Day, and I think I am caught up. All right. So we are not going to delay because I've got some chicken. Miss Auntie Knows Kitchen. I got some chicken bacon in the oven. And so we are going to get right to this topic because, as I said, I have questions. Okay. I want to know what's going on with this affidavit. And so we're going to be taking a journey on this evening. All right. First, we're going to be going straight to the call, where actually it's not a call. The first thing we're going to be looking at is the actual affidavit itself. Okay. We're going to look at the affidavit first, and then we're going to cruise on down to YouTube Lane, and we're going to take a look at some parts of or excerpts from the jail call where Ernesto gives Shirley the ultimatum. All right. And then we're going to jump from there to Ernesto and Sonia talking about said affidavit. Okay. And then we're going to get into some evidence, as I like to say. Okay, so y'all give me just a moment. Let me just, there's one other item that I need to get queued up here because I want you to be able, we're going to look at Exhibit A and I want you guys to be able to see Exhibit A. So I'm going to go ahead and get Exhibit A loaded up. All right, I think we have Exhibits A and B. Want to make sure I get those loaded up. All right. Okay. All right. See who else we got here, and then we'll get into it. BK Baby. BK Baby, are you from Brooklyn? And Auntie, sorry for your loss. My condolences. Did I miss something? What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, you lost your husband? Oh my goodness. Of 35 years unexpected this morning. I came here to occupy my mind and maybe laugh. Sis, we are going to give you a well needed distraction and we're also going to keep you in our prayers. Okay. There is no time limit on grief, but we are going to give you what you need on this evening. Okay. All righty then. And if you need anything else, you need to reach out to me for some support or for some personal private prayer, you send an email to iamwisdomsdaughter@gmail, okay? And we will do that behind the scenes. But until then, we are going to keep you lifted in prayer, warm hugs, and we're going to give you a nice distraction, okay? All right. So first, let's get into our first stop on this YouTube journey, okay? And I've got 166 of you guys in the chat. Make sure you like the video on the way in just so you don't forget. And just so that you know, the chat is in subscriber mode only. And so you will need to subscribe to the channel in order to be able to participate in the chat. And I will tell you, because I don't want to, I don't like surprises. So I don't want to give you guys any surprises. At some point in this video, I will put the chat on members only because our membership is growing. And that is one of the benefits, is being able to chat as members. And so when we get to that point, if you're like, no, I definitely want to participate in the chat, you can click on join. The membership is $2.99 a month. You can try it out for a month and cancel anytime. There's no gotcha. But I have a feeling that if you do decide to join, you're going to keep that membership for a while because I got some goodies already in members and I got some more stuff coming. Okay. This is just a little taste of what's coming. All right. All righty. So let's share and get into this first video. And shout outs again to phone calls from prison. Sis has been working overtime, okay? But there was a video that I was looking for and I could not find it to save my life, okay? I reached out to phone calls from prison and I mean, it had to have been within an hour. Okay, sis had found the video and sent it to me. So thank you so very much. I appreciate you because I had probably spent a day and a half just listening through call after call after call, trying to find this one piece of evidence that I was looking for. All right. Because I don't like to, I give my opinion, but when I'm doing videos like this, I like to back up my theories. Okay. So this is what we are getting into first. And let me make this as big as possible for you. So this is actually a video from Chronicle Speaks. She posted this video back in October 5th of 2023 is when this video was posted. We are not going to be looking at the entire video. We're only going to go up to a certain point where we look at the affidavit, because this affidavit, it's very important for you to see the affidavit first. Okay, we will come back to it later, but I need you to take a look at it first before we get to our other stops. Okay. All right. So those of you who are like, I want to see the rest of it, when this is over, you can head on over to Chronicle Speaks and you can take a look at the rest of the video. All right, let's get right into it.
So Ernest was arrested on July 7th, 2022, and he was arrested in Fulton County. He stayed in Fulton County up until 9/20 of 2022. Since then, he's been in the Cobb County Jail where he has sat for the past 372 days. Now, since his incarceration, he has been waiting for bond. But as time progressed, Ernest has gone from having one case to having 9. And with that, your bond increases, and sometimes he has had no bond at all. Now, out of the 9 open cases that Ernest had, 2 of those cases have been closed due to nolle pros, which pretty much translate to they no longer wish to prosecute. Now, the first case where a nolle pros was issued was a case ending in 4402, where Nesto went to Palmer Dodge with one of his assistants. He brought in his 2012 Charger to be repaired. They repaired it. He paid them a check for $2,774.80, and that check bounced. They kept looking for him. He said he was out of town. He had 10 days to repay it, and he never did. They informed the authorities, and then bam, he was hit with charges. Now, that case is small potatoes compared to what he has coming down the pipeline, but we'll get into that in a second.
All right, I'm going to roll that back because I want to get it on the screen for those of you who are like me and you actually want to read it. So, in the name and behalf of the citizens of Georgia, do charge and accuse Ernest Williams with the offense of theft of services for the said accused in the county of Fulton and state of Georgia on the 18th day of November 2021, did by deception and with intent to avoid payment knowingly obtain car repair services of a value of more than $1,500 but less than $5,000, which were available only for compensation from Palmer, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and for which the accused failed to pay, contrary to the laws of said state, the good order, peace, and dignity thereof. Okay?
They informed the authorities, and then bam, he was hit with charges. Now, that case is small potatoes compared to what he has coming down the pipeline, but we'll get into that in a second. Now, the next case that was closed due to nolle pros was theft by taking and operating a credit repair company. Now, Mr. Calvin was told by Mr. Ernest that Mr. Ernest could repair his credit. Mr. Calvin paid him, but the credit was never repaired. Ernest was charged with theft by taking, theft by deception, and operating a credit repair company.
So this theft by taking is the charge that Nesto was talking about in the in the jail call, when Sonia is reading out all of his charges and he keeps asking her, what about the theft by taking? What about the theft by taking? And she doesn't see it because it was nolle pros.
So these 2 charges show nolle pros, and this one shows a NPGJ, which is what prosecutors use to dismiss a case prior to charges being filed. So now we have 7 open cases and a plethora of charges, but 7 open cases. And out of those 7 open cases, Ernest has a bond for all but 1. Now, this case ending in 9961, which is the one for aggravated battery, the R word, aggravated sodomy, sexual battery, and trafficking a person for sexual servitude, has a...
Okay. I want you guys to see that for a second. Okay. Now, again, this call is about Shirley, but there are some other key players in the story that we will talk about just for the purposes of this video right here. There is a call where Sonia is talking to Ernesto. I think it's the same call that I was referring to. And she's going over the charges with him that she's read for the first time. And she has the realization that 2 of these charges were committed the day she got out of the hospital. So you see charge number 1, the aggravated sexual battery and aggravated sodomy. The date of these felonies allegedly is February 1st, 2021. Sonia, according to her, met Nesto in November of 2020. She flip-flops between October and November, but she usually sticks to November of 2020. And then in December, she was hospitalized with COVID. She was in the hospital for close to 3 months. She got out in February. So the day she got out of the hospital, 1 and 2 is what Sir was up to. Okay.
Servitude has a split bond for $50,000. So for all of those charges, only one of them has a bond. He's looking for a bond for the rest of them. So his first public defender asked to be taken off of the case. He does now have a new public defender, and that public defender is requesting a bond for all of the other charges, stating that he possesses no risk of fleeing or failure to appear in court. He's no danger to the community, and he's not going to commit any further felonies or tamper with any of the witnesses. Now, this particular bond hearing is set for October 17th, 2023. We'll see what happens. Now, who is going to pay this bond is the question. Now, Shirley is allegedly out of the picture, and it's talks that Sonya has backed away as well. But let's get into some things about your boy Nesto. Now it seems as though my speculation is correct about Ernest having a home beside his mistress and co-defendant, Miss Erica King Hughley Rothschild, and it has been proven by police records. Now, if you recall, I did a video on July 2nd stating that Ernest has been hiding his mistress in plain sight. The home that Ernest and Shirley were most recently evicted from is right beside the home that Erica stayed in, the co-defendant. And she was evicted from that one as well.
So I'm just going to pause here because, again, this video is a few months old. And we have since learned that Shirley allegedly had no knowledge of this property and no involvement with this property at all. Initially, they thought that she was involved because her name appears on the lease along with her daughter and the daughter's two children, and the leasees were listed as Nesto and Sheridan Strawberry. Well, Nesto Williams and Sheridan Strawberry, which is why Sheridan had to go down to the police to clear her name, okay, to let them know, I live with my mama, so why would I rent a whole other house and I live with my mama, okay? So this was some errors in here, but it's okay. There's a lot of moving parts with this story, and we learned a lot of things along the way. But I'm going to play it anyway, and we'll keep moving on because she's about to show the affidavit, which is the subject of this video today, or this live.
On July 7th, Ernest was arrested for having an outstanding warrant for theft by deception. Now, he had been renting a home at 980 Pine Grove Road, and with that, he had not been paying rent. And the landlord, Mr. Mark, filed a report with Roswell Police Department stating that Ernest owed them $26,000. And Mark believed that there was illicit activity going on at the house on 980 Pine Grove Road because there were multiple vehicles sitting in the driveway. There was a Bentley, there were two Harley Davidsons, there was an ambulance. Wait a minute, what? And Mr. Mark stated that he conducted a walkthrough of the home per the rental agreement and stated that there was no furniture in the home, and the home looked as if no one lived there, but the tenants have been living there for 3 months. So the officer began an investigation into the case and conducted a search warrant subsequent to Williams' arrest on his vehicles, which is registered to his wife, Shirley Strawberry, which was a white 2017 Ford F-350 dually truck, assigned Georgia license plate, blah, blah, blah. Vehicle identification number redacted. While conducting the search, there were multiple items seized, including a GTAC computer, an iPhone, a black bag with various documents. Other items included in the vehicle were 2 black dildos, a black mask with zips, and liquid Viagra. Through further investigation of the documents, it was found that the Bentley was in repossession as Williams had stopped paying for the car note and other documents, which prompted us to obtain search warrants for 980 Pine Grove Road as well as 990 Pine Grove, which was where co-defendant of the case, Erica King, was living. Now, Erica and Ernest have been friends, according to Erica, for 20 years, although Shirley doesn't know her. Erica posed as an attorney last year to try to get him out of jail during one of his incarcerations. She posed as an attorney named April Holloway, which she looks nothing like, but we'll talk about that in another story. These two were alleged neighbors, but we don't know if they were sharing a little bit more than tea and crumpets. Now, knowing your boy Nesto and seeing his type is not far-fetched that he probably couldn't keep his Johnson in his pants when it comes to Erica either. But I digress. Now, while the house was vacant, there was an ambulance at the house, and I do remember a call where Ernest said that Shirley was in the back of the ambulance posing with some candles, and her friend said it was ghetto.
Some girl, she was, you're gonna post that one with the candles sitting in the ambulance. She said, don't post that because you look ghetto.
She works for the station. She doesn't work for me.
So the house was vacant, and Shirley may not have been living in the property. Shirley was served with documents about the property and about the eviction. But once again, I digress. Now, we are going to jump back and forth from document to document. I'm going to make this all make sense, but let's get into the next. Now, on June 9, 2022, Officer D. Ramuno spoke to Mr. Mark regarding suspicious activity at 980 Pine Grove Road. Mr. Mark advised that his renter or renters at 980 Pine Grove Road have never paid rent, and he and his wife Elena are suspicious that their residence was fraudulently leased, and they are not sure who is occupying their residence. Ramuno contacted Officer Fields to have her drive by the residence and check for vehicles. Fields subsequently drove by and identified the following vehicle's license plate. She found 2 temporary Georgia tags which were registered to a 2012 Pierce TG, the color red, registered to Nesto's Elite Private Security and issued on May 10th, 2022. Mark and Elena met with Fields outside the residence, and to their request, Fields stood by so they could document the vehicles parked in the driveway. Officer Fields remained at the end of the driveway while Mark and Elena took pictures of the vehicles and the Georgia license plates displayed. In addition to the temporary Georgia tag, Elena provided Fields with the following Georgia license plates, which have been redacted, displayed on a black Bentley issued on 4/1/2022 to a 2014 Bentley Mulsanne. VIN number redacted, registered to an Ernest L. Williams, date of birth January 9th, 1965. Address redacted. Vehicle has been parked at 980 and 990 Pine Grove Road. They also found a black 2020 Harley Davidson, which was registered to a Miss Regina. I will redact her last name. And they also found a blue 2021 Harley Davidson, which was registered to Miss Olivia, and I'm redacting her last name as well because they both are victims. Now, Nesto's Elite Private Security was registered to 1130 Bluffs Parkway, and it is revealed that that address is associated with Cherokee County Administrative Offices, and detectives contacted administrative personnel at the following phone number and learned that the building located at 1130 Bluffs Parkway is owned by Cherokee County, Georgia government, and only Cherokee administrative services are located within. No private businesses are allowed. Now, a search of the Georgia Secretary of State reveals that Nesto's Elite Private Security LLC has a registered agent by the name of Brianna, and the organizer is Ernest Williams. The principal office is 2979 Peachtree Road, and the filing date is listed as March 8th, 2021. I would like for you to know that Brianna is a victim as well. So Ernest has been allegedly victimizing people. Now, on Friday, June 10th, 2022, Gooden interviewed Mark and Elena at the Roswell Police Department. And during that interview, Mark advised that during February of 2022, he was contacted by Miss Candy about leasing his residence to her employers, who she referred to as famous people. Now, y'all stick with me on this. Candy was trying to lease 980, but Candy was currently leasing 990, and that's the house that Erica was staying in, but Erica and Candy are not the same person. Or are they? Stick around to find out. Now, Mark advised that Candy leases the house next to him at 990 Pine Grove Road and handle all negotiation for the prospective tenants, including rent, repairs, painting to the interior of the house, and the replacement of 3 air conditioning units. Now, Mark advised that Candy, on behalf of the prospective renters who he had not met, agreed to a down payment of the first and last month rent at $6,500 per month for a total of $13,000. Painting and repairs to the interior of the house at Candy's request, and arranging for the replacement of 3 air conditioning units at the cost of $13,000 to be paid by the renter. Now, Candy further informed Mark and Elena that she was the point of contact for all business related to the lease of 980 Pine Grove Road, and that Mark and Elena should not contact the occupants. Candy provided her phone number as blank. Mark and Elena provided a copy of the lease agreement that stated that the tenants were Black Heritage Radio Trust, Inc., and the occupants as Ernesto Williams, Shirley Sheridan Strawberry, Sheridan Jules Strawberry, and 2 minor children ages 7 and 12.
Okay, I'm going to pause right here for a second because it's very possible that I'm on the wrong video. How about that? I mean, this was great, but this is not exactly what I'm looking for. So you guys give me just a second. What I'll do is I'm going to let this play, and I will look for the video that I'm really trying to find in the background, okay? Let's see where we were. And Candy, just so you know, was really Erica King, okay? That was really Erica King. All right. I don't know where we were, but I'll put it right there.
The prospective renters who he had not met agreed to a down payment of the first and last month rent at $6,500 per month for a total of $13,000. Painting and repairs to the interior of the house at Candy's request, and arranging for the replacement of 3 air conditioning units at the cost of $13,000 to be paid by the renter. Now, Candy further informed Mark and Elena that she was the point of contact for all business related to the lease of 980 Pine Grove Road, and that Mark and Elena should not contact the occupants. Candy provided her phone number as blank. Mark and Elena provided a copy of the lease agreement that stated that the tenants were Black Heritage Radio Trust, Inc., and the occupants as Ernesto Williams, Shirley Sheridan Strawberry, Sheridan Jules Strawberry, and 2 minor children ages 7 and 12. The lease was signed by tenants Sheridan Strawberry and Ernesto Williams on March 15, 2022, and landlord Mark on March 16, 2022.
Because they kept telling her, they have her name is on some documents, just like they told me. And it's like, of course, your name is going to be on some stuff. You lived at our house. Your kids lived at our house. So anyway, she went down there. I don't know what she said. I don't know what was asked of her, but she doesn't understand that they were trying to trick her. She doesn't get that part of it. She just wanted to know what it was. And she was scared because I guess they kept calling her,
Mark advised that he has seen the Bentley discussed above in paragraph 2 and a white Rolls Royce at 990 Pine Grove Road, which they have listed as Candy and her husband James's residence. However, we did see in other documentation that Erica lived in that house, and whether she lived with them, I don't know. On March 18, 2022, Mark met with Candy at 980 Pine Grove Road to receive the agreed upon deposit in cash. Instead, Candy provided him with an envelope that contained a check in the amount of $13,000 to be drawn on a Wells Fargo account dated March 22, 2022 on Friday, March 18th, 2022. Mark advised that Candy told him not to deposit the check for approximately 5 days. The check was signed by Tammy Strong, and Strawberry deposit was written in the foreline. Mark advised that the check did not clear and was returned for non-sufficient funds. As agreed, Mark had Season Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning replace the air conditioning units at a cost of $13,000 as agreed by Candy on behalf of the tenants. The invoice was sent to her. Because Mark arranged for and contracted with Seasons Comfort, Candy was instructed to settle the debt with them. Seasons Comfort Heating and Air received a check in the amount of $13,000 dated April 6th.
Okay, so now that I've wet your palate, you guys can definitely go to Chronicle Speaks and find this particular video. But I'm going to get us over to the video that we should have been watching from the beginning. So just give me just a moment. All right. Okay, so here's the video, and I have it queued up right to the affidavit. There are some other interesting things in this video, and if you want to go back and watch it, you're more than welcome, but I'm going to cue us right up to before the affidavit. Okay.
Ernest in the first place. This spectacular 5-bedroom, 6.5 bathroom, 8,500 square foot Roswell, Georgia home was housed by Shirley Strawberry and Mr. Ernest Williams. The couple paid over $8,000 a month to rent this beautiful home, and rent was currently due for the month of April, May, June, July, and August, totaling over $39,000. Now, the company filed a dispossessory affidavit against not only the couple, but against the couple's companies. That's when the notice of possible rental fraud came into place, and the police decided to research to find out exactly what's going on. And that's when they found the whole scheme that Ernesto, or Mr. Ernest, set up. I don't know why, but I feel this in my spirit that Shirley kind of knew this was about to go down. And the only reason why I say that is because she owned a home in Inglewood, California. And in February of 2022, she had Ernest's name taken off of the home by doing a non-arm's length transaction. And what that basically means is that both the seller and the owner know each other, and they can do a quit claim deed to pretty much get his name taken off of the property. And that's what they did. She had the home deeded back to her name only, and 3 months later she sold it. However, nothing would be connected to her husband, and she would be able to protect her own assets. Just my thoughts. So the charges start coming in for Mr. Williams, starting off with theft by deception, telling someone that you would help their finances, boost their credit, their social media, everything that both he and Erica were telling people that they could do but never did. Then we have 5 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony, Two of those charges were later dismissed, and the bond went from $75,000 to $15,000. Then we have theft by taking, operating a credit repair service, and theft by deception. So we do actually have a copy of this indictment, and in this indictment, they are accusing Ernest of theft by taking, saying that between the 24th of July 2020 through the 16th day of September 2020, he did unlawfully take the United States currency of a value of at least $5,000, but less than $25,000, the property of Calvin Cawthon, with the intention of depriving said owner of said property. And they are connecting this with count number 2. And in count number 2, they're saying that he operated a credit repair service. And in that service, he did let Mr. Calvin know that he would improve his credit history, and he charged him to do so. Then Ernest is facing the charge of theft of services and deposited account fraud bad check. So he ends up going to a Chrysler Dodge dealership, getting a car fixed, and he wrote a check for less than $5,000 but more than $1,500, and the check did not go through. So they are saying that he deceived the company. He got arrested for that too. And last but not least, there were 5 different counts totaling $800,000, $200,000 for each count, of a child depicting themselves in ways that a child should not be depicted, and him being in possession of these depictions. So the thing is, these charges came about actually 4 months after all of his other charges came about. So I'm thinking that the government is going through information, going through pictures, going through documents, and they ended up finding this. Now, with his crimes, there are 11 different victims they are stating that he needs to stay away from. Shirley Strawberry's daughter is one of them, and her daughter's children. He is also being told to stay away from animals. So let's get into this Strawberry letter written by Miss Shirley Strawberry herself. This is her affidavit. My name is Shirley Strawberry. I am over 21 years of age and I reside in Fulton County, Georgia. The facts in this declaration are based upon my own personal knowledge. I am the wife of defendant. My husband is listed defendant in case number before the Fulton County Superior Court. I have been told in one or more cases pending before the court, I have been identified as either a victim of his or witness to a purported criminal act of his, to which I respond that I am neither. It is my intention that the court know once and for all that I am not afraid of my husband, that I wish for him to be released with no conditions as regards me, that I wish for him to be able to reside with me or wherever he elects to reside, and that his release be effectuated immediately. It is further any declaration that I have never made known to anyone at any time prior or since his arrest any desire contrary to that which is contained in this affidavit. And if any contrary understanding has been previously conveyed to this court or any other, they have been deceived. I have not been threatened, coerced, nor harassed in any way by any person to cause me to issue this declaration. So say I, Shirley Strawberry.
Okay, so what I want you to hone in on this screen is Shirley Strawberry's signature, okay, on this affidavit. This is the signature that's on this affidavit. So remember I said we're going to take a look at the affidavit first. You heard it for yourself. What was in the affidavit? That allegedly Shirley basically said that she is not a victim. She is not under any threat. She would like her husband released as soon as possible, and he can come stay with her or wherever he chooses. Okay, this is what the affidavit said. And here is the signature on the affidavit. All right, so I'm going to switch screens, but we're going to keep this up in the background. Okay, so okay, so we all remember this call here, right? I'm sick of it. Shirley's fed up. Okay, this was the day that I think all of YouTube celebrated that Shirley finally got her voice back. Okay, it was a great day. All right, but before we go any further, I want to show some love to a few people. Thank you so much, Glorious Love, for becoming a wisdom ambassador. Okay. And thank you so much to Bridget Shepard for becoming a wisdom ambassador. Queens, welcome officially to the Wisdom's Daughter family. And as I like to say, we begin now. And I believe there was a super chat. Thank you so much to Love to Shop 1212. I love to shop too. She said, why did he have so many vehicles? Ghetto. Yeah, because he was stealing vehicles. He had the Bentley that was under repossession for non-payment. He had two Harley Davidsons that were registered to different people, and one of the ladies that one of those Bentleys, maybe the blue one, was registered to happened to be one of the persons that Nesto had the real estate victim Gail Bickham write out a $6,000 check to. Now, a lot of people didn't pick that up. Okay, you can't see her name because it's redacted, but it definitely shows on the warrants and it shows in the statement about who the checks went to. Remember when she wrote the $20,000 check to Daniel Diamond? She wrote a $5,000 check to Dominique. She wrote a $5,000 or $6,000 check to, well, I'm not going to say the name. I'll just, it's her initials is OW. I'll say that, okay, because I don't know. I'm assuming that she's the victim in all of this. All right, so he was basically storing his vehicles here. You heard what the document said. There was no furniture in the house, but a family of 5, including 2 small children, are supposed to be living here. And shout out to Robert Green. Thank you so much for the super sticker, and to Queen Aqua Queen herself. Thank you so much for becoming a Wisdom ambassador. Welcome officially to the WDF. That is the Wisdom's Daughter family. And sis, we begin now. All right, let's get into, I'm just going to play a little bit of this video. All right, just to put it into perspective. Okay.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. How you doing today?
You're talking to me? I'm fine.
Yes, I'm talking to you, love. How you doing? I got to go around and find somebody to call you, see what's going on with you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mute the phone for a minute. So Nesto, if you hang up, you can call me back. I'm gonna put it on mute. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. What's going on with you, love? Talk to me.
About what? What do you mean?
I mean, because I didn't hear from you. Because I called you 2 weeks ago, and just all of a sudden, you just wanted to set a phone call. Then I called Dean. He told me what's going on. He just told me business. He didn't tell me everything. He gave me a dry run. So,
well, what did he tell you?
he told me that you're tired and you don't want to deal with nothing else no more. And he said that you're going broke. All right, what are you talking about? And I told him that's the case. That's what he told me. And I said, that's the case. She needs to turn that truck, call them folks and tell them to pick that truck up, take the insurance off that fucking truck, and say fuck all that shit and just save her ass. That's exactly what I told him. I don't know if he told you that or not. I don't know if he told you that or not. I don't know what's going on. He said he took some pictures and sent them to you. So, and I told him to tell her that I get a free call every Monday for 5 minutes. I call her. So I tried to call you. I got 2 dry tickets from you. One 2 weeks ago. I asked you to find you like I have to be. That don't sound like you. That sounds like somebody else. So I wasn't sure. So I texted you yesterday. I got another dry text. I ain't got no money. What is that? I said, that don't sound like you. You at least have something to say with that. So
Yeah. Well, that's all I have. I don't have anything else to say. I'm like, that's all I have to say. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. That's me saying that, I just don't have, I'm tired. I'm tired of, my life being associated with jail and all of that's not my life. It's just not my life. I'm tired. People get tired. I'm tired.
okay, well you should tell me that then. You don't have to come from nobody else. I mean, if we married or you don't want to be married or more,
Well,
just tell me. You
well,
ain't got. I don't need nobody.
All right, so you heard her, right? You heard her. Sis said that she's tired. She's sick and tired. She's tired of her life being associated with jail. Okay? Sis is tired. And yeah, phone calls from prison blessed us with the call where Dre got into Nesto's ass. Okay? Called him a boy and everything and let him know. Shirley never said the marriage was over. She never said she wanted a divorce. Sis just said she was tired. Okay? She just wanted to get away from it all. Okay? So I'm gonna let this play just a little bit more, but I want you to think about this question in the back of your minds. This call was June 15th, 2023. Okay? That's when this call happened. This affidavit happened after this. Okay? Now, why would Shirley write an affidavit for her man to come, her husband to come home if sis is tired? Okay? So ponder that. Let's marinate on that while we listen to just a little bit more of this call.
Nobody tell me. You tell me. That's all, and I'm cool with whatever you got to tell me.
well, I'm sure you are, but the point is, I didn't talk to you. I didn't have any money, no, any more money to put on a phone call. So how could I tell you? How could I tell you that?
You could write. You
And
could have
and you
wrote.
had, well, I didn't even know how to do. I mean, not that I didn't know how to do it. I just didn't feel like it. That's all. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like doing any of it. I was tired. It's like, I'm I'm just too caught up in all of this jail stuff, and it's just not me. And I'm sick of it. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to figure what jail stuff. I mean, what are you talking about? You're not really
The
doing
jail stuff, the all of this stuff. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Putting money on books, and I don't. It's like
I
that's
got
not
it.
my.
I understand. I understand. So just tell me what would you like to do? Tell me
Well, I
what.
don't know
Tell me.
right now. I have no idea. Don't try to push me into saying anything. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm doing the best I can. I have no money. I'm doing the best I can. Okay.
Okay. All
Period.
right.
I don't know that there's anything you can do about that.
Okay. So
I don't.
tell me what happened. I'm trying to hear that part. What
Nothing
happened?
happened.
Well, then I'm trying to
Nothing
figure.
happened.
Okay. So
Nothing happened. I'm just sick of it. I can get sick of it. Nothing happened. It's like this is all on me. I have no money. I've spent all my money on you. Okay, I have no money.
okay, you spent all your
I'm.
money on me. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I said. Yes,
Okay.
that's what I said.
Okay. So the
And
lawyer.
lawyers and
Okay.
phone calls and the truck and the storage and whatever else, the insurance, all that stuff. It's like that's all. All my money goes to that. I have no more money.
Okay. So okay. So let all that shit go. You need to just live until I get out. Fuck all that shit. Okay. That's material stuff. Fuck it. Just fuck it all. As long as your health is good and you got peace, that's fine with me. Okay. I didn't get a chance to tell you what's going on. My co-defendant, they let them go. I go to court. I try.
My co-defendant, they let them go. Nesto just knew that because his co-defendant got out, he was going to be able to get out. All right, but you heard her yourself. All right, I'm not going to go through this whole call. Nesto calls her back 3 hours later. Okay, running the same story. Well, I need to know what you decided and what you're gonna do. He's trying to get Shirley to give him an answer because he needs to know, is he going back to his wife when he gets out, or is he gonna have to go live with his side chick, okay, his side hen, Sonia. All right. So we are going to jump right into the next video where Ernest talks about his marriage to Shirley and this affidavit with Sonia. Okay. I have it queued up a little bit towards the beginning. We're going to listen to a couple of things and then we're going to jump to the third part of that video. And we're going to listen to them talk about the affidavit because Nesto says something very telling. And if he is to be believed, well, it definitely begs the question, did Shirley really sign this affidavit? You know, did she write it and did she sign it? Okay. So give me just a moment. Let me pivot to this next video and I have it queued up. And at this time, I did tell you that at a certain time, I'm going to set the chat to members only. It is one of the members' perks, just the chat. You'll still be able to watch the live, but it is set to members only. I will drop the membership link in the chat for you in case you just have something that you definitely want to say. Membership is only $2.99. You can cancel at any time, and there is no gotcha. If you are unsatisfied after a month, you can cancel. But I will tell you this, I have a feeling that you are going to be holding on to that membership for quite some time because I've got some goodies already in there and some more goodies coming. All right. So I've just enabled the member only chat mode. Okay. Not fair, but oh, Teddy. Oh, I'm sorry, Teddy. All right. Let's get into this next video. All right. All right. Oh, hold on. Wrong video. Here we go. Okay.
I mean, I guess I could focus on it too as well, but I mean, I didn't ask. I just listened and you know.
Okay, hang on. I got to bring it back to the beginning because this is the call where Sonia is relaying to Ernesto what supposedly Lamont told her, okay, about the relationship and the marriage. This is what she supposedly was told, okay? And this is the same call where he calls Sonia an idiot and says he needs a goddamn spaceship so he can go to the goddamn moon and get away from all idiots. He actually says she sounds retarded. That's what he said. And I apologize to anyone who's sensitive to that word. That's just what the man said. Okay?
The one thing I want to call, he said, okay, call him.
Yeah.
You busy?
How you doing?
Good. You busy?
Are you good?
I'm trying. Your voice sounds better, so I guess I am better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did get the picture.
Huh?
I did get the picture. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
one. I just got one. That black.
I sent more. I saw what with the black shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's left hand. What's going on?
The one thing I want to call, he said, okay, call him.
Yeah. He said, do you know what he wants? I said, some assistance with his phone. He got 95% of it. He just need a little bit. He said, okay. So I'm calling.
Okay.
And your brother said he talked to your people.
Okay. And what's that, good or bad?
Depends on how you look at it. Bad, I guess. Over and down with it. Last straw. Not helping, not doing anything else. Don't want, so.
Over and done with it? What does that mean?
Not the people you wanted him to talk to, but the people that you've been with for 10 years.
Oh, they said that. Are you talking about them?
Yeah, she said that, yeah. Over and done.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said. I guess he talked to her this morning.
Okay.
Or last night. He had to talk to her this morning because I talked to him last night. So he had to talk to her this morning.
Oh, he called back. Call back then. Let me hear what he got to say. They must have saw that clip then.
Well, it's mainly the job. It's definitely her job. But that's what the concern is that it's affecting her job. Her job behind this, she's saying. Like, why are you doing your job? No, not your brother is. Why are you gonna do your job over this?
He on the phone. I can hear it ringing double. That ain't his number.
That is your brother's number. Girl.
I ain't never heard it sound like that. So he just called you. He called you earlier with that.
He called me at 11 this morning, 11:40.
Oh, okay.
He told me. So he spoke to her. And I was like, oh, wow.
That's what
I ain't say nothing. Look, I ain't say nothing. I just listened.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Don't get caught up on that hype shit, what you heard or whatever the other day, last night. Because I know what's going on, because I'm telling you what's going on. Hello? You call him again?
Mm-hmm. Well.
You called him again?
No.
I'm just, like I said, I'm just out in the desert. That's it.
Well, you weren't before yesterday, so that just happened yesterday.
I was, shit.
That's because you weren't calling. I told you she ain't trying to, at her age, she ain't trying to be out here shopping. So for everything that's wrong with you two specifically, she was going to go up. Everybody got something wrong with them, so she wasn't going to let go like that. This right here was just a lot.
Yeah.
Please leave your message for.
And, I feel like.
You feel like what? What you feel like?
I don't got nothing to say.
No, you say you're a woman. Say what you got to say.
I don't got nothing to say because everybody's different.
So now she has nothing to say. Sonia cannot be trusted. Okay, she starts out by saying that, according to Lamont, it's over and done with. Over and done with. She's not gonna provide any more support. Okay, so if she and Lamont can be believed, which I don't believe Lamont spoke to Shirley at all about this. Okay, you ask my opinion. I think, Miss Psycho Side Hen Sonia Martin Luther King Esquire is telling more lies over here, lying on Lamont, which is why Nesto ends up calling her mentally challenged. Okay.
I have nothing to say. Everybody.
Because she can't think of any more lies. So now she got nothing to say. She realized she done said too much. Because first she said he called her. He must have talked to Shirley last night. This morning, because he called me last night. Well, if he spoke to Shirley in the morning, how could he be telling you the night before that Shirley is over and done with? Yeah. She's got issues with her story. Then she says, well, Lamont, she says, yeah, he called me at 11. And then he says 11:40. That's a 40-minute discrepancy. Anyway.
Everybody's different. Everybody's built different. And if a person needs their income and this is what it is, and that's what, first and foremost in their life, then that's what they're going to choose.
He must have called them what they call her.
I didn't ask. Yeah, I don't know. It could go either way.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. He said a whole lot of things.
I don't know.
She lying. You see how her voice goes up? Because she can't think of her next lie.
I ain't got nothing to say.
I ain't got nothing to say.
That's something separate. There's something separate. I got nothing to do with me.
What you mean something separate? What does that mean?
That doesn't have anything to do with me, so I don't have a comment. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You get me? That's something separate. I mean, right. He didn't mention the other thing. The mention of, they kept saying girlfriend. He didn't say if she said anything about that part. She just said she could lose her job, so that could only be the charges. You get me?
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be a bad look on her too with the other thing, because that's what she does, give out relationship advice, and they could be like, girl, you want to talk, So,
right.
I mean, I guess I could focus on it too as well, but I mean, I didn't ask. I just listened and went on to talk about something else. I don't want to. I don't want to make a comment. My thing is, because I don't want to have I don't want to make a comment because I don't. That's your people. You know what I'm saying? They talk to me, talk to you, and that's it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
So,
know what I'm saying? I try to stay out the way.
right. Well, it is what it is. I hear so low. Did lady call you? Did text you back? The girl,
You
sister.
know?
Okay, so we're going to pause here. And I'm going to do two things. I want to officially welcome and shout out our new members. And then we're going to skip over to the third part of this call where Nesto tells us his thoughts on this affidavit. Okay. So, first and foremost, make sure I have everybody here. All right. So, shouts out to, oh, I can't see them. All right. Hang on. So, shouts out to Tion Yvonne. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for making it official. Retta Vision. I'll put them on the screen as I'm going. Welcome, new member, new Wisdom Ambassador, Retta Vision. Wisdom Ambassador, Bridget Shepherd. Wisdom Ambassador, Glorious Love. I know that I am missing a few, so let me go back over to this other chat so that I can get them in. New member and Wisdom Ambassador Toya Too Little. Wisdom Ambassador Ambi Bambi, love it. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Alice, Blessed Child of God, amen, welcome. Dimples Wimples, welcome. Thank you to all the new members so much for making it official. And as I like to say, we begin now. All right, we're going to scoot over, cue it up to call number 3. Okay.
In this next call, you will hear Ernesto and Sonia continue to talk about Shirley Strawberry. Ernesto says it's all a setup, and a question is raised about the affidavit that Shirley supposedly signed. Take a listen.
How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you today? You said you didn't want to comment because you were happy.
Yeah, man. It's just
Good. Are you so happy today?
no. Just thinking about how they set my ass up. You know what I'm saying? How they set me up. It's like they use me as a guinea pig for real. They set me the
I
fuck.
know.
Yeah. It's like nobody can't see that shit. They put me in a category like I'm like P Diddy them and all that. I ain't got no shit going on like they got going on. Not near.
I know. All
Yeah.
those little situations they talk about sounds real light anyway. Like the guy got a check and it didn't clear. Okay, that's common. Stuff like the stuff they're talking about is like common error shit. I'm like, okay, y'all treating it as if it was drive-bys, like walking up, with the shit that's going on right now and shit.
They
But
still,
anyway,
I appreciate they still talking about shit. Yeah. So, I'm trying not to. My life is really, like you said, it's done turned around a fucking whole 360. This shit is like, it's a cold movie for real now. It is a cold. I mean, I can see all that, but I'm definitely stripped all the way around.
wow. Oh, does she have anybody that's like strong in her corner that other than the little?
Everybody weak, man. Everybody weak and selfish.
Oh.
All them people is weak and selfish, weak and selfish, weak and selfish. They follow everybody with it.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
They superficial. Very superficial.
Yeah, they're not like that. Everything's scary is by themselves. Self, them kind of people. Just like that movie that Tyler Perry came out called Daddy's Girl. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. Girl, you don't need to be around that. You need to distance yourself. It's the same shit. It's the same identical thing. But anyway, not just that. Like I said, I'm being set up.
We know that.
Yeah, I know that. But everybody who not really understand what's going on don't see that. They can't see
it. And that's fine because your son was telling me today about what people saying. It's like people always try to believe bullshit and not think about the character. Like I was telling you about my two sisters, and one was trying to get me not to like the other one. And I'm like, I know her character, so you can't tell me that she did this or she said this because I know her character.
It's my favorite word.
The person knows your character. It's like you have to believe the character more than anything.
If you know their character, you have to believe their character because I know his character. I mean, that's her. Those are the two words that she knows best: character and civil. Okay.
Because a person can't be fake in front of you for so long. And if you're constantly
Right.
around a person
You'd be
for
surprised.
years, then you know what it is without a doubt.
Right.
That's why I didn't have a problem with it because I'm like, nah, that's not his character. No, that's not his
Right.
character. That's not him at all whatsoever. So without you even
But
having to explain anything, I'm like, no, I know that's not your character.
right. But the way, but and then on top of that, the way the video is set up, it's not the facts. It's not there. You understand the facts is not there for a person to say, okay, well, this would be said, but the
They're
characteristics.
not going to because this is I'm telling you how they play. They only care about a conviction whether the person actually did something or not. They don't give a shit. It's innocent people that are sitting in jail because of that. That proves how the system works. Police make false arrests all the time. Prosecutors make false prosecutions all the time. It's more common than it's not. So when they put shit out there and the things that he sat there and said in court, I would have rebutted it if I was your attorney to say, one, we're not in front of you for what he's talking about that he thinks that's coming in the future. That's for a whole nother judge to even talk about. So why are we even speaking on that? We're speaking on what's in front of us and that only. That should be what we're concentrating on, nothing else. In your past, yes, but you should have dated it, you know. And then the folks, man, it's just crazy. But again, I know how gossip works. I know how one could go from one mouth. Somebody adds 5 things to it. The next person adds 6 things to it. The next person adds 7 things to it.
So she did mention Dion's name, and thank you so much. I think it was Lovejoy for correcting me. So those comments earlier today about it's over and done with apparently came from Dion, but she was all too happy. We can all agree upon that.
That's fine. This happened. She got to sit down for 30 days or try to just recreate another job. You know what I'm saying? It's just a job. We all lose jobs and get jobs all the time. That's all it is.
Do you hear her? She's talking about Shirley's career. She's calling Shirley's 25 plus year career just a job. We all get jobs. No, Sonia, that's what you do. You jump from job to job to job. This woman has a whole career. Basically, as if to say that Shirley should just, if she's concerned about losing her job, she should just get another job or work in the background and just not be on the radio. She got some nerve.
I'm sure she's built for more than one thing. We all are. And if that's just what it is, then that's just what it is. It's no fault of yours that this happened to you. And it's no fault of hers that he picked you. And then it happened to her. This is just a circumstance that one little thing led to some whole shit. And I think her daughter running down there, opening her mouth, lying and exaggerating shit just made them be like, oh, let's do this. Because if she said all of this, what are we missing? You get me? And she just in her feelings mad, lying, exaggerating, and it blew something that should have stopped at this.
But I never said a bad. What did I say about Sheridan? I never said a bad word about Sheridan ever. I don't even talk about Sheridan or Shirley. I didn't tell Shirley what she should do with her career, that she should pay his lawyer's fees. I never said that. Let the side hen tell it.
Into something else, all because she down there. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no females lie and exaggerate when they mad and can't stand somebody. So that's part of the problem too. So they would have ceased at the first bullshit and they could have straightened that out and been like, okay, that wasn't him, that was that. But then when she ran down there talking all that mad shit, they're sitting in their chairs like, ooh, well, let's see what else is out there since she's saying all of this. Yeah. Instead of just reading the character to say, girl, you sound bitter. And but they whole thing again, like Roswell is a quiet community and they don't get much action. So any little thing they're gonna run with it. If it was not Detroit. If it was Fulton, if it was Atlanta police, they'd have been like, girl, get out of our face. We got too much to do.
Sonia knows all about a state that she does not currently live in. Now, maybe by this point, she was on her way to move. I believe sometime around this date, she may have actually moved. to Atlanta, but she know about Roswell. Now, remember the first calls when she was first talking to Nesto, and she's like, "Well, I don't like the Georgia system. It's not the same. I don't like it. I can't. Well, I don't know Georgia like that." Now, all of a sudden, she's an expert on Roswell and Fulton County and this, that, and the third. Okay, Sonia.
We got murders, we got carjackings, we got this, we got that. You know what I'm saying? It's a busier police. Roswell is over there taking naps because what's going on in Roswell? Nothing.
Like, what's going on in Roswell? Like, nothing. That was just for you, Shabby.
Nothing. So
Nothing.
you got a board police station that's just jumping for something. But if it was in Atlanta, they'd have been like, "Girl, sound somewhere. You sound better. We got too much to worry about. What are you talking about, girl?" But it is what it is. The only thing you can do is go forward. You can.
Yeah. And also, he didn't come see me today. So he didn't come see me today because you're right. It's 7 days.
He said he was out of town.
Huh? That what
He said he was out of town. He come home. Oh, he's talking about old boy.
Yeah.
No, he didn't text me to say anything, or and I don't know if that was. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't speak on it. He should have texted me back and said, "This is what the problem is." So tell him this. Yeah, he said nothing.
He said that.
That's what he did. He said nothing. Ain't that what it is?
That's what it is. That I'm telling you how the shit go.
I already know how to speak this.
Oh.
I already know how to go. Well,
Sonia knows everything, y'all. Sonia is a nurse. She's a health and wellness coach. She is a Bible study teacher. She is a lawyer, a paralegal, a strip club manager. She's an escort. Anything you need Sonia to be, she gonna be that.
we'll just concentrate on everything going forward to the 13th and see, make sure nothing pops up. I checked it earlier. Let me check it right now.
You said you talked to me earlier.
Yeah, he was talking about his family talking mad shit. He was telling him to get out of his face. He ain't got time to hear that. And y'all know the man. So I don't know why y'all sitting here believing the bullshit or, running with it.
Wow.
Who cares? Everything's the same. It will pass. Every day is closer to it passing.
She's trying to quote scripture, "This too shall pass." Sonia knows his character because she met Nesto all of 5 times. Okay, that's how she knows his character. Okay, he's been in jail longer than the actual time period that she knew him out of jail, but she met him, according to her, in person 5 times. That's how she know his character.
And she's going to shake it. And you know what? If she feel like she's embarrassed to that effect, when it's really not, they're really not coming down on her like they're coming down on Steve and you. You know what I'm saying? They're more so treating her like a victim in most cases. What she needs to do is either come out of the public eye for a minute or forever and just change her job. Because there's plenty of people that were famous that you don't see no more. She can go and work in the background. Like, I don't want to be on the radio, but I'll be in the back and I'll work programming.
There's plenty of people that's not. Wow. There's plenty of people that's not on the radio anymore. She could just go work in the background. She could just sit in the back and work in the background. Y'all know when I sigh, yeah, it's because you know what? I would slap that ponytail off her head if she was standing in front of me. This child gonna make me lose my religion.
I'll help write the scripts. I do that. I just won't be on the air, but she still gets a check. So it's other options. You upset about something that just affects your child because it's not like he really did it. You're upset because you're embarrassed. But I guess everybody's cut different. But check that shit off. Yeah, she's going to find her inner city. She's going to find the inner city in her because she grew up in Chicago. So it's in you. She's going to find that shit and just what I'm saying. Go out where you need to go out. She don't have to go out like when they shut her down for COVID. Okay, stay in the house for 2 months. You got Instacart. They can bring groceries to you. You can get, food.
Shirley ain't using no damn Instacart. Just like Nesto don't go to Benihana's. You seen the restaurants that they go to on his Instagram. You know that they go to fancy restaurants when they bring out the plate and it's an entree, but it look like an appetizer. Okay, it's got like 2 tablespoons of mashed potatoes, two asparagus was the sprigs, okay, 2 sprigs of asparagus, okay, and a little garnish of carrot, okay, and a little piece of filet mignon the size of a golf ball. Okay, when you go to restaurants like that where they give you the tiniest plate, I don't know what they call that in French, but they do have a name for those little plates, the little small, petite little plates, right? And charge you like $500 for the amount of food that could literally fit in one hand. Yeah, she's not doing DoorDash
You know,
and everything else. Like, oh my gosh, this woman is so out of touch with that life that she wants to be a part of so bad.
I'll sit in the house for 2 months. It's gonna blow over in 2 months.
That shit done.
Or leave Atlanta.
That shit must have done
Hmm?
grow so big. It must have grow that big.
I mean, it's still going because there's new people posting shit. I mean, this chick done put the fucking charges on her page. She done put it all up there. She done put the fucking complaint on there. She put an indictment on there. Like, shit I couldn't even see, I saw. You know? This bitch done went and did all of this. Yeah, she done put the child charges on the fucking page. All of that. So, some bitch with a YouTube channel.
What?
Somebody with a YouTube channel did that shit. Yeah. I had to change my email name because I had to go in on these people.
What?
People that put their name on there, I had to correct these people like y'all on some bullshit. Like that is not what the fuck it is. That he does not have a girlfriend. He did not do no Zoom call with no fucking minors. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, all of that is a fucking lie.
Sorry, y'all, about the cussing. This is just how these people talk, but she's just doing the most right now.
And the prosecutor and police always exaggerate a situation for a case. And y'all know that as black people. Stop it. I had to just really go in. I was just like, y'all on some stupid shit. For real. Yes. Dumbasses.
Damn.
Quit running and believing everything that you fucking hear. It's fake news. Oh, I don't know. I got off that shit.
Sonia took that $1,000 that she claimed she got from Tasha K for quote unquote glam. All right, because Tasha K says she doesn't pay people for interviews, but hey, listen, maybe she made an exception. Okay, System took that $1,000. All right, she oh my gosh, she took the I guess the $100 that she claimed that she made on YouTube and said on the video call that sis is going to get her a trailer. Okay, I'm going to review that call in another day because Sonia totally flipped the script and I find it very interesting. Okay, y'all, that GoFundMe is done. Okay, maybe after we're done with this, we'll probably go over there so I can show you what it looks like now. But the GoFundMe is done. Okay, sis didn't get a dime of that. Okay, GoFundMe took that whole page down and refunded everybody. Okay, that's what happened with the $106. Yeah, so Sonia didn't get that. Okay, because you reap what you sow. Okay, when you do evil, it's gonna come right back to you. Okay, karma.
She just posted that shit like yesterday or this morning. That one has 7,000. She did it 3 hours ago. That one, the Trey King, he got 7,000 views in 3 hours.
Who you say it was?
Hold on. I don't. These are just
random people.
Yeah, just random. It's just random YouTubers. That's all it is. People with YouTube channels, And one chick got 66,000. She did it. That's the one that did all the other shit. And then they hashtag her and that's all. His real name is Des, but they call him It's just, I just
all right, we're almost to the part where they bring up this affidavit. We're almost there.
had to clear that shit up on that shit. Like, y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. There's one bitch somebody he was on some Zoom calls with somebody. Where did you get that shit from? Where did you even hear that? Zoom call with no minors. There was an old computer that was purchased with an old police car. That's what it was. And it wasn't his personally. Anybody could have did that shit. And it was one situation. It wasn't a whole bunch of shit. It was one situation. These people.
Man.
Yeah, you know what? she gonna have to find her strength and all of this and understand that it is. I think if she had spoke out last year when the shit happened and got in front of it before it got this far, she'd have been okay.
Yeah, they're not that tight. They're not
Mm-mm.
that.
They were trying to keep it secret, but it wasn't gonna stay a secret too long. That's just what it is. Especially once Dumbbutt put that whole affidavit of Shirley Straub. She put the affidavit on there too and everything. Was reading it out and everything. Reading the affidavit, reading the charges. I tell you shit, I couldn't even see. She had all that on there. I'm sitting here like, this is crazy.
She said she didn't even do that.
Boom. You heard him, right? She said she didn't even do that.
I asked her.
She didn't do the affidavit?
No.
So they forged that shit? Because there's a signature on it.
She said she didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything.
Oh, your attorney did what?
Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, she said I didn't do nothing.
Why did she do that?
She told me that. She said, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. And I'm going to tell you, as I was doing my research, because someone asked me, girl, where you been? I think it was Gail. Where you been? Yeah, I was doing research. I do have a full-time job. This is like my part-time, but because I'm taking it that serious. But yeah, I was listening. Sis was in the bushes doing research. But when I played this call back, it just came up in my spirit that Sonia has something to do with this. And it's not me attacking her. It's not, me wanting to point the blame at her. I'm just telling you what I feel in my spirit. And literally, just like where's the comment? Hold on, let me bring it back up. Okay. Sharon said, I believe hashtag civil signed that paper. She implied it in a video when he said Shirley didn't sign it. Ooh, your lawyer did what? Look, now she's trying to throw the lawyer under the bus. I don't know any lawyer that's going to put their whole career on the line, their whole license on the line. And not to say that some lawyers haven't done some dumb things. I know a few of them personally, okay? And they're not practicing law anymore, okay? But this is Curl Lewis, okay? He ain't the best of the best, but the man ain't stupid either. She's trying to, anyway. So I believe that Curl Lewis is the lawyer that he has at the time, unless she's trying to say, because he got so many lawyers at this point, a public defender, this, that, and the third. But okay, she speaks like she was a fly on the wall. I'm not vouching for anyone but myself. We don't know what people do in the dark. I would be like, he doesn't seem like the type. I don't know. And she's gonna have a problem. Okay, she is going to have a problem if they do a handwriting analysis on the signature on that affidavit and determine that it was her. I don't know. Okay, hold on a second. Let me change the banner. Hold on. Okay? This is all alleged. I'm telling you my theory. Because someone else said it and I said to myself, well, am I the only one that feels this way? I do have some animosity towards her cuz I don't like liars. And her character is the absolute worst. But I said to myself, no, it's not that I despise this woman. That's really what it felt like. Okay. Now let's look at all the evidence. Okay. I am not a lawyer and we are not social media jurors. Okay. I am not a lawyer. I just played one on YouTube. Okay. Anyway, but we're going to look at all the evidence and then I'm going to display Exhibit A. Okay. Because like I said, a Wisdom's Daughter family queen shared some stuff with me. I've been holding on to this for a little while. She probably thought I wasn't ever going to come out with it. But when you get stuff like that, you don't just rush and come out. Got to do your homework. I needed to look at everything. So the first call that we listened to was Shirley basically saying was the affidavit. That was the first video that we looked at, was the affidavit. And matter of fact, let me just bring that back on the screen for a second. Let me bring it back on the screen. Okay, so this is what we looked at first. We looked at the affidavit. The first call that we looked at and listened to was Shirley saying that I need a break. I'm sick and tired. Okay, I'm tired of all this jail stuff. Okay. She says that. And then a couple weeks later, here's this affidavit, and we're looking at it, right? There's the signature. Then you have Nesto and Sonia talking, and Sonia says that she spoke to Lamont, and Mont is like, yeah, she's over and done with it. Don't want to deal with it. Not going to help. None of that. Then you have the call when Nesto was saying, yeah, she told me she didn't sign it. Why would Nesto say that? Why would he say that she didn't sign it? Okay. Now, some of you may say, hold on a second. Aqua Queen said if she did allegedly forge a signature on that affidavit, it won't be civil. I know it won't be. You know, if he knew that Sonia did it, he certainly just threw her under the bus. Okay? It's possible she did it behind his back. Okay? I don't know. It just it's not adding up to me. Um and I can't make sense of it, but what the question that we are going to answer is, did Shirley really sign this affidavit? Because Nesto claims she didn't do it. So I'm getting ready to show you Exhibit A. Let me get it up on the screen. Just a moment, please. And then I'll get the rest of the comments back up. Let me just take down this one comment so we can see clearly. And you tell me what you think. Okay? You tell me what you think. So Shirley Strawberry wrote a book. A lot of people forget that she wrote a book. Okay? Sis wrote a book called The Strawberry Letter with a foreword by Steve Harvey. Only a woman who lives life with purpose and divine revelation can inspire people through her advice, and that is Shirley, said by none other than Tyler Perry himself. Okay? Here is the signature once again. Now, let's take a look at the signature in this book, because what you're looking at is a signed copy of the Strawberry Letter. There it is. There is Shirley's signature. Okay, right here at the bottom. That's her signature, right here. Okay, that's her signature. Now, let's do a side-by-side comparison. And I give you Exhibit A. Okay, now, you look at these two signatures and you tell me what you think. Okay, first, let's analyze the S's. Okay, Shirley's S starts down here, comes up with a little curve, it goes around, and then it has a swivel that crosses where she started. Okay, then she's got her little H and her little L here, and then there's her Y. Her Y's have a very wide tail on it. Okay, and then we have, once again, she starts her S, she comes up like a figure 8, and she swivels it through the part where she started. Okay? And then I guess this is the T for strawberry, and there's that Y. Now you look at the H on this signature and the H on this signature, and they do not match. You look at the Y. First of all, there's two Y's in this signature, and both of them don't match. This one has a little circle, and I know you guys are going nuts in the chat. I can't see it right now. And this one has a straight line. Okay? So even these two Y's don't match. Okay? But look at the Y. Here's a Y here, and here's a Y here. They do not match. Okay? Some of you know that I work in the field of emergency management and healthcare emergency preparedness. I do a lot of FEMA training. And in said trainings, you have everyone from the military, from the CDC, from various local police departments, to the fire department. I showed this Exhibit A to a confidant in the field, and he shall remain nameless to protect the innocent. And he said, just in his professional opinion, these two signatures do not look like they were written by the same person. Okay? So, based on the evidence presented here today, I allege that somebody forged Shirley's signature on that affidavit. Okay? Now I'm going to go to the chat because I want to know what you think. Want to know what you think. Give me just a moment here. All right. So you guys have been going crazy. And you know what? I'm going to leave it up on the screen. I'm going to leave the side by side up on the screen for just a moment. Let me bring it back. For those of you who want to see it again, I'll bring it back. All right. And let's go to the comments and let's see what we're talking about here. Okay. And for those of you who are watching who are not able to participate in the chat, you're not in a timeout. It's not a punishment. It's just that YouTube has very strict guidelines when you create a membership. You have to deliver what you say you're going to deliver upon. Okay. And the Wisdom's Daughter family is growing. And one of the perks of being a member is member only chat. Okay. I'm not going to start member only lives just yet, but we are growing so fast that it will be coming soon. Okay, so I thank you guys for understanding, but when you pay for something, you want to get your money's worth. And I don't care if I pay $1, $10, or $100. I want what I was promised. And so as promised, member only chat. Okay, those of you who came on early had an opportunity to talk with us in the chat. Sonia, silly Sonia is an idiot. Shirley Strawberry don't just have a job like your Uber driving, dog walking butt. She has a career. Exactly. Okay, exactly. I know these were kind of said a while ago, but I need to catch up. Okay. Another perk is member prioritized member comments. Okay. All righty. And then I want you guys to tell me, your thoughts. I'm going to get to some of the comments, but I want to see what you guys are saying. If she did allegedly forge the signature, yep, it won't be civil. I'll tell you that. It'll definitely be criminal. Sis had the nerve to tell Nesto. So the very first video call, as I'm catching up on these comments, the very first video call, she says, yeah, talk to your lawyer, we just have to, get this bond because you need to get out of here. You need to come home. Somebody, Mecca said the likes are not liking y'all. Let's show love. It's free. Absolutely. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to the channel. It's a free way to support the channel. Okay. Support doesn't always have to be monetary. While I do appreciate every Cash App, every super sticker, every super chat, you can support the channel for free just by hitting subscribe, because that helps move Wisdom's Daughter up in the algorithm, and it lets YouTube know that this is a channel that you want to watch. All right. Aqua, happy birthday. So Sonia had the nerve to tell Nesto. Now, first she's talking, we need to get a bond. He needs to get out. All right. And then one of those last calls, I think it was the call where she was wearing the outfit that made her look like, she was going to space. She had on a silver puffer jacket. Anyway, sis is like, you know what? First of all, she says she don't care about Nesto's marriage. She said, you know what? If he don't get out of here no time soon, then the marriage ain't going nowhere anyway. So can you show hold on. Tion said, can you show the signature of can you show the signature of the notary signature? I want to see the date. I'm not able to because it's not in this video, but this is not the only video where I believe Chronicle Speaks shows this document, but I will reach out to the queen herself and ask her if she can confirm the date on the stamp. Okay, because that's also important. What I can tell you is that Chronicle Speaks released that video on the 29th. And I'm pretty sure she released it close to the time that receipt came out, because that was some juicy tea. Okay, it was juicy. But I will reach out and find out, and I will definitely get back to everyone. I'll put it in a community post, and I'll make sure I'll talk about it on the next live. All right. So I'm getting more comfortable doing lives. Those of you who've been with me from the beginning, you've heard me say that although I've been, on stage since I was 8 years old and I've done, independent films and things like that, I used to get very nervous doing lives. Don't ask me why. Okay. But sis is quite comfortable now. I'm here. I'm black. I may even be ugly, but I'm here. And Wisdom's daughter is here to stay. Okay. Ah, Tony B with the big eyes. Yeah, it definitely looks like a forged signature. It's very different. It's not the same penmanship. Okay. That's giving scribble scrabble. I don't know how many times this person practiced before they, decided. But as you can see, it's not difficult to get Shirley's signature. It's not. All right. And Sonia mentioned something about, and then I'll get back to the other thing I was talking about. She mentioned something about Shirley's eviction. She's like, "Yeah, did Shirley file for eviction?" And certainly, her signature would have been on those papers. Sonia does have the ability to get some stuff, but I find it very suspect. Okay, very suspect. But what about the notary republic? Doesn't have to be signed in front of someone about their seal. Um, okay. So the answer to your question is yes, but think about where Ernesto, and so two things I want to bring to your attention. Think about what Ernesto and Erica were doing. Okay, they were forging documents. They probably had fake notaries and things like that. They were able, Erica twice pretended to be a lawyer and actually went to court. Okay, under the guise of being a lawyer. The notary definitely has some explaining to do. Absolutely. Not A notary is supposed to get ID. Okay, to show that if the glove don't fit, if it don't fit, you must have quit. Ooh, I had a cute little rhyme, something about if the signature ain't it, then you must have quit or something like that. But anyway, so there are ways. Notaries are supposed to get ID. They don't always do that. Okay. And what you guys may not know, because I have not finished editing this video, but I had a whole video that I'm working on about the real Sonia Waller and what came up in her background. Okay. And what I will tell you is that Sis had dealings with a company who was notorious for notary forgery. Okay. Getting notaries to backdate documents and things like that. So this is nothing new to her to do something like this. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Sonia had a fake notary or a hookup on the notary and had him legitimize the affidavit, and then she submitted it to Creel Lewis. Creel Lewis called Shirley and withdrew it. Creel probably called Shirley and withdrew it. Initially, he probably would not have questioned it at all. But you just hit on exactly what I just said. The fact that she had connections, she has connections to notaries and things like that. All right. She has a very sordid past. She worked for a company that engaged in a lot of illegal activity. Welcome, H. McCullough. Welcome to the Wisdom's Daughter family officially. We have a new Wisdom ambassador. Make sure you show H. McCullough some love. And I see two people in the picture, so you're gonna have to confirm if this is a Queen Wisdom Ambassador or if this is a King Wisdom Ambassador, because I've made some mistakes in the past and I'm not trying to be embarrassed on my life. So just let me know if it's King or Queen. All right. Thank you so much for making it official. And we be kin now. Okay. We family now. And so she had access. She definitely had access to a notary or to understanding how to do it. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Erica King, and when she was originally arrested, wasn't she found with notary equipment? Y'all help me out in the chat. Wasn't she found with notary equipment? I feel like she was found with some notary equipment, and if she wasn't, then I may be confusing that with this company that that Sonia was affiliated with, okay, that was doing all type of things they had no business doing, okay? And it was a law firm, okay? It was not a criminal law firm, but it was a law firm. All right. So Terry, aka Mix, thank you so much for coming a wisdom ambassador. Welcome officially to the Wisdom's Daughter family. You guys show Terry, aka Mix, some love. My sister is a notary. She tells me about people asking her all the time to break the law and notarize something without the proper notification. It definitely happens. It absolutely happens. Okay? It happens. All right. Oh Lord, she's going to hate you now, wisdom. Yep, she sure is. But she's doing the right thing. Okay. I'm not sure where she is. Her last post says she was in Miami. Okay, but sis has gone underground. She's not even in the bushes anymore. Sis has gone underground. And that is where she needs to stay. Maybe Sonia has a friend that's a notary that did her a favor. That is not Shirley's signature. No, it's not. So we can speculate all day long who did it, but it is clear by the evidence somebody forged Shirley's signature. Okay. So yeah, that notary is in trouble. If it's even a real notary, because remember, Lamont also pretended to be a lawyer. Excuse me, I need a cough. Hold on. Let me get a little water. Take a quick water break. Okay. I've seen some and work for a print shop that would order the notary stamps and seals, and there have been people who would submit seals for order and stamps, same person, different names. Absolutely. Absolutely, she could have gotten it. She could have gotten it. She could have stolen it. Okay. Um, at one of my previous jobs, we did have a not jobs, but one of the previous organizations that I worked for, because I've been in the same career for years. But one of the previous organizations I worked for, we had a notary on site. And sis would often pull out her notary equipment and then turn her back and start talking to this one and that one. There was nothing stopping anybody from sliding the paper under there and pushing the thing and then just signing off on it. So uh I'm going to put up a few more of these comments, and then we're gonna scoot over to this GoFundMe so you guys can see what it looks like now. I don't want to offend anybody by mentioning another creator, but someone else reached out to the notary. She hasn't heard from him yet. D-Dub. I bet. I bet. You know, this story, we need to find another word because complex ain't it. Okay, complicated is not enough. I need to look up some synonyms for complex so I can come up with another word. Someone might also be desperate and need a quick couple of $100 and will do some crooked things if offered the right price. They may notarize something bad if offered. And granted, this is Shirley Strawberry. Who would have questioned? Who would have questioned it? Yeah, you know what? You can go ahead and because what it looks like is that this document was presented to a notary already signed. Like, hey, Shirley signed this. We just need you to notarize it. Okay. Now, it's very possible that I'm speculating. I'm not going to say names. I'm a notary, a paralegal as well. And this is a clear forgery. Oh, listen. Okay, Queen. And our newest wisdom ambassador, Terry, aka Mink, said, okay, she's a professional, a notary, and a real paralegal. You hear that, side hen? I'm talking to you, Sonia. A real paralegal. And she said this is a clear forgery. Okay. Sonia allegedly worked at Enron, Lehman Brothers, MC Hammer, Busted Records. She lying. She didn't work at any of those places. When I finish this video, and I'm thinking that this video is probably going to go in members, I will put it in members first and give you guys first dibs, and then I may release it to everyone else. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but we're gonna learn all about her sordid past and what sis has been up to, because it almost took me down a rabbit hole. I saw something that got my attention, and then it led me to something else and led me to something else. And when I realized how big the story was with some of the things that she was connected to, I couldn't believe. I can believe it now, given what we know about Sonia, but I couldn't believe that one little thing led me that far. Okay. All right. Okay, a few more comments, and then we're gonna the go from yes, yes, yep. But I want you guys to see it. I know, but I want you to see it. I want you to see what comes up. Ah, all right. I'm gonna go through these comments really quickly. I don't even know how many I have left, but I do want to get them on the screen. And welcome, new Wisdom Ambassador Terry Brown. Thank you so much for officially joining the Wisdom's Daughter family. As I like to say, we be kinfolk now, okay? Or we be kin now. All right, we are family. And thank you for making it official. Y'all show some love to Terry Brown. Make Terry feel welcome here. Sonia heard that video when Nesto was trying to get Shirley back. Sonia got her feelings hurt. She back in Florida. So as I was saying earlier, hold on one second. 6 degrees of Sonia. Tony King, sir. Don't make me send you to the corner. Listen, I already have to go to the bathroom as it is. You can't be doing this to me and making me laugh like this now. Okay? But we're gonna look at this what the GoFundMe looks like now, and then I'm gonna share a comment with you guys from a subscriber that just listen had me crying on the floor. I kind of believe that Stevie Wonder may be able to tell that's not Shirley's signature. Y'all gotta stop. Oh my goodness. Welcome, new member BK to the Wisdom's Daughter family. Thank you so much, BK, for making it official. We be kin now, okay? We be kin now. Y'all welcome BK to the family officially. So, Sonia started out by saying, yeah, we need to get bond. And then she ended up by saying, you know what? Your marriage is over anyway. And if you don't get out, it's if it wasn't messed up before, it's messed up now. I believe she is the one that went to the lawyer and made the comment that, yeah, they're going to end up in divorce court now. She tried to pin it on the lawyer. Remember, Nesto is listening to everything that she's saying. Okay. I believe it was her. I believe it was her. I believe that attorney told her to disappear because she's messing up his case. Well, WD, what's the timestamp when Nesto calls Sonia crazy? Okay, let's go back and look at it. When he called, oh, because I don't know if we got to it. When he said he needed spaceship to get away from all idiots. Oh my gosh. All right, hang on a second. Hang on. Let's go back to it real quick. Let me find it real quick. All right. So he's like, that don't sound right. Hold on. Let me see. The service deposit. Wait. Okay, hang on. Let me find it. Because she tells him, all right, hold on. I'm gonna play it. Let me share this tab. She basically tells him that, you know, basically he's gonna stay over there. And he's like, well, how can I stay, you know, over there? You heard what she said. She just said that, you know, I can't say that. He's like, you sound mentally challenged. She said the R word, but you know, I know some people are sensitive to that word, so I'm not gonna say it. Welcome, new member Nikki. Is it Laseas? I think it's Laseas. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. But welcome, Nikki, new Wisdom Ambassador. Queen, thank you so much for making it official and joining the Wisdom's Daughter family. We begin now. Y'all show some love to Nikki and make her feel welcome. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna pull this up in a second because I think this is it. I'm looking at the yep, this is it. Okay. This has got to be one of my favorite jail calls because of what he said. And then I'll share with you this comment and then we'll wrap up. But Sonia changed her tune. She's like, you know what? Just go to trial. Just let's focus on go to trial. Because she know this man ain't getting out. And he knows it too. He knows it too. All right, let's play it. Let's play it. Okay. Oh, sorry. I got to get all this off the screen. I'm sorry, y'all. Hang on a second. Let's get all this off the screen. Get this off the screen so you guys can see very well. Okay.
That's what I see. That's what I see.
That shit got my head hurt so bad right now. It was pain for 2 days straight, really. Well, we'll see what he gonna say when I call him if he on some bullshit. I started as you go ahead on send. I did say that if you call back,
Mm-hmm.
send him the video and all, but he probably already up on it.
Who? Your friend?
Yeah. So they going on the yard so I can talk because they won't be as loud here. They're getting ready to go on the yard in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So he called you just to tell you that.
He was asking how you were, and then he went on to say that. And then I said, okay, well, I said, well, when you get out, where are you gonna go?
Yeah.
Over there with her. And I said, okay.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. He said, over there with her.
Hold on. That makes no sense.
That's what he said. He said that. I was just like, I'm thinking in my head, but he just told me, he just
That
said
nigga
she
drunk,
done.
man. That nigga was drunk,
He
man.
said that's his wife. He going over there with her.
No, I can't go there with them folks that just told you they done. Didn't you just say that?
He just said it right before he said that. I
Yeah,
don't know your brother.
you sound retarded,
Um,
man. All these motherfuckers. I mean, you know what? I need to go and get in that goddamn spaceship and go to the goddamn moon where I can get away from all idiots. Cause he sounds.
He said, I gotta give me a goddamn spaceship and go to the goddamn moon so I can get away from all idiots. Hey, you know what? Listen, that's just how Nesto talks. Okay, he calls trans people sissies and the F word. Okay, rhymes with maggot. So when he says, you know, that R word sounds with I can't even find a word that sounds with that rhymes with this, so I'm not even gonna get there. But anyway, so whoever was looking for the timestamp is hold on a second. It starts at you can start it at a 12:24. Now Sonia's saying, yeah, because I asked it says in here Lamont, and maybe that's why I thought it was Lamont, but maybe it's Dion. I don't know. But whether she was talking to Dion or Lamont, she's like, yeah. So when he get out, where you gonna go? Where you gonna stay? You know what? Sonia is just she is a thirst bucket for real. I mean, you want to be with somebody else's man so bad. And Nesto put her in her place real quick. So I do have a video on my channel where I give review, reaction, and commentary. It's called Nesto calls Sonya an idiot. Okay, it's pretty popular if you guys want to hear my commentary. Because I didn't give you too much comedy on tonight, but hopefully I gave you guys some really awesome stuff to look at because this whole thing has been crazy. All right, so I'm gonna switch gears and I'm gonna jump over to this GoFundMe. And hold on a second. Let me do this. Am I still sharing? I am. Okay. So let me go over to my own channel because I have the link. The original link is on my community wall. Okay. Original link is on my community wall. So, and sorry, I gotta scroll. So when you guys become a member, this is what I do, just to let you know, and especially those of you who have just become members tonight, I will batch them. But this is pretty much what I do. It's a shout out on the community wall. It's just another way that to let you know that I do appreciate you becoming a member. Okay. And so this is what Nyla posted earlier. She says, so I guess Sonia has pulled out. But I don't think Sonia pulled out. I think GoFundMe pulled the rug from underneath her. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm almost done. We have refunded your payment to Ernest Williams legal fees. Please note a refund has been issued for your donation to Ernest Williams legal fees. She gave a $5 donation. Okay. Yeah, this was a post that I posted the other day. This is what Sonia's face looked like when she found out that Nesto was already out of money. I'm gonna keep going, you guys. I'm gonna scroll really fast because I don't want to hold you. All right. I'm not staying up too much longer either. I was up until 1 o'clock preparing for today. And but you guys basically get to see some of the things that I do because I really do appreciate all of you becoming a member. I do keep the membership very low because I know that some of you are members of other channels, and I don't want to make it so much that if someone wants to be a member that they can't do it because the price is so high. Okay. So, nope. Let me keep going. I'm going to scroll faster now so I can get to it. I'm almost there. Yeah, I didn't realize that this community wall had so much on it. But anyway, we're almost there. Almost there. Okay, here it is. So this GoFundMe is a travesty. Sonia writes like she has a third grade education. Who told her she can write a GoFundMe? Now, listen, if you guys want to see what the GoFundMe actually looks like, you can go on my channel. I do have a reaction video that I did where we looked at the GoFundMe and we looked at the initial comments. But when you click on the link for the GoFundMe, this is what it says. Fundraiser not found. Please check the URL and try again. Okay. I took a screenshot earlier and it's gonna take me too long to get it up here on the screen. But basically it just said that Ernest Williams legal fees could not be found. And so this doesn't, because they're giving refunds, this is not, oh, sorry. Did I not share this? I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Let me share so you guys can see. I'm so sorry. Now you can see it. So sorry. This is what it says. This is what it actually says. Okay. This is what the GoFundMe page looks like. So because GoFundMe is giving refunds, it actually signals to me or signifies to me that GoFundMe took it down. Okay. A number of people have reported this GoFundMe. Initially, I was told that you can't have a GoFundMe for legal fees. And then I read somewhere that you could do it for legal fees. But I think because this is for a convicted, well, he hasn't been indicted on these charges, but he is a convicted felon. He's a felon. Let's just be clear. Okay. And I think that might have had something to do with it. They may have looked into, who this person is. And I don't know. But again, they're giving refunds. And why would they give refunds if she just cashed out? Right? Why would they give refunds if she just cashed out? So, yeah, there, there you have it. The GoFundMe is down. Okay, sis done went to Miami. Listen, you guys have become members, and so you can get acclimated with the member section on my channel. I did a virtual field trip to Sonia's Instagram. Okay, so you can basically see what she had been up to from the time that she launched her Instagram page. It's not a whole lot up there. She has maybe, I don't know, like 20 posts or something like that. But it's very interesting to see what she's been up to. And I've made a lot of comments about the fact that she has 2 new BFFs, and it seems like she's just running behind them all the time. And she says it on one of the video calls that, she didn't have any, she only has 2, no, sorry, not in the video call, on her own channel. Okay. On one of the lives she had done on her own channel, she says that she only has 2 friends in Atlanta. Okay. She said yellow dress, referring to Latoya Chantel, who's Carl Thomas's one night stand baby mama. Okay. Now some of y'all probably gonna ask, who's Carl Thomas? He had a song called I Wish I Never Met Her from like 2000. Anyway, but so you're going to see that all over her Instagram. She's hanging out with her and Madison Shannon Kelly, aka Stiletto Boots, who is the person who did her interview. Okay. Madison and Mustard, you crazy. And they are not, Madison is not paying her no mind. If you go into the comments and look how often, she also goes by Cougar. So if you see Cougar Entertainment, that's her. And see how often this person actually likes her videos and stuff. Very few. They are definitely not friends. Sonia's being a little puppy. All right. Now I did promise that I was going to share something with you because one of hold on, let me find it. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Did you eat dinner? Yeah, it's okay. Did you eat dinner? Okay. You didn't eat any vegetables. I'm coming. Give me 5 minutes. I'm coming. You gotta eat vegetables, then you can have what you asked for. Hmm? The vegetables? In the freezer. Just take it back and put it in the microwave. Sorry, y'all. I'm on mommy duty. I'm so sorry. I so sorry. I probably could have just muted that, but I didn't think about it till now. Birds from the gutter flutter together. You know what? I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. All right, let me we're gonna get up out of here. Let me go back to my page because there's a comment on one of the videos that um is it this one? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, here it is. All right, let me see. Can y'all see this? Let me make sure y'all can see this. Okay, yeah, sure can. Okay, so Jermaine Smith, 8405. King, I'm so sorry you missed this live because I'm not sure if you're in the building or not, but I'm starting to feel sorry for Sonia. First, her ponytail left, then her edges went to look for her ponytail, then her butt went to look for her edges, then her bottle of hand lotion set out on a track to find her butt. And she is left with Nesto at the end of the day. Ending up with Nesto is criminal. The loss of everything else is civil. Sir, I can't. I'm going to read it one more time. First, her ponytail left, then her edges went to look for her ponytail, then her butt went to look for her edges, then her bottle of hand lotion set out on the track to find her butt. And he's saying butt, but he really wants to say ass. Okay? And she left with Nesto. She is left with Nesto at the end of the day. Ending up with Nesto is criminal. The loss of everything else is civil. I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, that was hilarious. Thank you so much. Y'all keep Auntie No's Kitchen and I hope I'm saying it right. But anyway, y'all keep Auntie in prayer. Okay, she mentioned earlier that she lost her husband of 35 years. And Queen, I hope you had a welcome distraction and we are lifting you up in prayer. And I mean what I said. I don't have your contact information, so you will need to contact me. But if there is anything at all that you need, even if it is just to talk, please email me. I will give you my phone number and we can talk. All right. Again, welcome all new members, all new subbies. I appreciate you so very much. I hope that you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed the show, as a matter of fact, let me do this now. I'm going to take off the members only and I'm going to change it back to subscribers. All right. Okay. I'm going to take it off. Okay. Because our subbies they've been in the corner on timeout for the last 30 minutes or so. And if you guys enjoy the show, just give me some popcorn emojis in the chat. And we are going to prepare to wrap up. Again, if you are jumping off, please hit the like button on the way out. I would greatly appreciate it. And Alice, blessed of God, said, my husband and I will be married 35 years in April. You are truly blessed of God because with my generation, I'm an 80s baby, early 80s, very, very early 80s. You can almost say 70s baby. Don't stay married very long anymore. I don't know what's wrong with us, but the truth is the truth. Reddit Vision says Sonia's page will probably be down by tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for being on live with me. I hope you enjoyed the show. As I said, I have more member content coming. I'm going to make sure that you get your money's worth because I don't want any one of you to cancel your memberships because you feel like you didn't get what you paid for. If there is something that you do want me to cover, let me know. And I will definitely reach out to Queen Chronicles Speaks to see if we can verify the date on the seal, the notary seal on that affidavit. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you on the next one. But until then, be safe, be at peace, and keep your eyes and your ears to these YouTube streets. All right. Bye, y'all. I'll keep the chat open for a little while in case subbies or anyone else wants to keep going. All right. I'm gonna go check on these birds. They were taken out of the oven, but I gotta make some vegetables real quick. It's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, we eat kind of late over here. We do. We do eat late over here. And Queen Mecca, I think it was Queen Mecca. Um, I don't know if it wasn't you, it was someone else told me to stop eating so much pork. Sis, I have been working on it. I've been eating mostly chicken and fish, and you will be very proud of me. That's all I'm gonna say. I love you too. I love you so much. Wisdom's Daughter family. Y'all have a good night, y'all.